Welcome back. It's that time of year again, and everyone has a car enthusiast in their life, but it seems like no one ever knows what to get them. Hey there, bud. I got you something. Merry Christmas. Haha, cool. Thank you, cousin from Chicago or Minnesota or somewhere up north. With that accent, let's see what it is. Oh, cool. A pipe. I got it on the Facebook Marketplace from another car guy. He said this one should fit yours because it's universal. Awkward. But don't worry, I'm here to help. Welcome to the Boost & Friends official Car Enthusiast gift guide. If you're here because you're looking for some ideas for gifts for that car guy or gal in your life, then you've come to the right place. Today we're going to go through a list of what I think are some of the best ideas and some of the more creative ideas for gifts that you can get a car enthusiast in your life. And we're going to start off with gifts that are pretty easy, pretty inexpensive, and then we're going to get into some gifts that are more expensive and might require a little bit more research or maybe even some detective work. Let's start off real easy. We're talking toy cars. As you can see here, I got a couple Supras. I'm not biased. Actually, hold on. I have a Focus and an Evo too. But as you can see, car guys love car toys. And the best part about these is that they come in all different sizes, shapes, and price points. So there's something for everybody. It doesn't have to just stop with die-cast when it comes to toys, because you can build your own. That's right. We're talking Legos. I'm gonna build this one day. I've had it for a while. Legos are the best of both worlds because car guys love cars and they love building stuff. And you can keep them busy for a while. Legos take a long time. You think just knock it out, but it takes a while. So if you want to keep a car guy busy, Legos. Up next, we're going garage decorations. Something simple like a banner of some of their favorite brands. This can be something like a neon sign or even just a car poster. Up next, since we're out in the garage already, we're gonna go inexpensive tools and disposables. So disposables, things like gloves, brake clean. You can never have enough brake clean. And of course, inexpensive universal tools. I say that because tools will come back later. That includes things like lights, this headlamp, these headlamps. You see them all over the place, and honestly, I don't know how I worked on cars before I had one of these. They're so useful, especially when you're under a dash or under a hood. Great invention. Magnets, because you drop things. And you can never go wrong with a good old-fashioned 10mm socket. Car wash supplies. Now this can be something as simple as a bucket and a wash mitt, or 100 pack of microfiber towels, because you always need more, or even soaps and detailers and polishers. That can be a little bit more tricky depending on how particular they are about the brands that they use. But you can usually figure this out by going to their stash, seeing which brand there is the most of, giving some bottles a shake, seeing which one's almost empty. But I have a feeling people are gonna have some pretty strong opinions about this. So let me know down in the comments, what is your go-to detailing company? Final group of gifts for this tier of inexpensive and simple. We're talking swag. Car guys love it. We're talking stickers. We're talking t-shirts. We're talking hats, license plate frames, phone cases, anything that allows a car enthusiast to let people know what brand of parts they buy, what type of cars they like. They need to project that, and you can do that through all of these things. And bonus points if you get them something custom, t-shirt, phone case, something that has their car on it. And if that's something that interests you, holla at your boy, because I can do that. I can make those things. Let me know. Go. I'll put a a link in the description. Go find me on Instagram, send me a DM, get you a t-shirt with your boy's car on it. All right, moving on up to the moderate or mid-range, and we're back out in the garage because we're talking tools again. Tools cover a very wide price range. In order to keep these ones kind of mid-range, you're not buying really expensive stuff. We're talking things like jacks and jack stands, electric impacts, torque wrenches for the beeps. So once you get into some more pricier tools like this, it might make a lot of sense to ask if there's something in particular that they need or a certain brand that they prefer, because most car enthusiasts already have a lot of tools, especially if they work on their own stuff. And you don't necessarily want to buy something that they might already have or doesn't fit into their ecosystem of tools when it comes to things like the electric impacts and drills and stuff like that. So this is maybe another area where a little bit of research and detective work might help you out to get the perfect gift. Now, if the enthusiast you're buying a gift for is a race car driver, whether in real life or in their head, I have a couple of suggestions. Something like this, which is an action camera. There's plenty of options when it comes to these. You have GoPros, Insta360s, this is DJI. This allows them to put a camera in their car while they're racing, whether that be laying down some type of gap on somebody or making that sick pass in turn 3 on the track. This is a great way to capture those moments, which makes it a great gift for any driver. Also, in that same context, I have here a race box. It uses GPS. It allows you to set coordinates on a track, and then every time you pass that coordinate, it'll give you a lap time. It has pre-programmed tracks, and it can also do acceleration times. So your 0 to 60, quarter mile times, stuff like that, all can be done with this box. There are other versions of this. The Draggy is probably the most popular one. This is also a great gift for a racer. Okay, for this one, we're back inside. This is a picture of my car. My car was in a magazine a few years back, and it got some pretty cool pictures taken of it by a friend, which is what leads me into what I think is one of the more creative options on this list, giving the gift of a photo shoot. Car guys love pictures of their cars, but most of the time they're stuck with the pictures that they get with their smartphone camera. This is an idea where you can not only get good creative photos of someone's car, but you have the opportunity to help out what is potentially another car enthusiast that wants to take up photography as a profession. So not only are you helping out the person that you're getting a gift for, but you're also helping out what is potentially a small local business. There are a number of ways that you can find photographers that specialize in car photography. You can always go with the trusty Google, or you can go onto the person that you're buying the gifts for Instagram, go onto their friends list, and search the word photo or media or one of those words that photographers usually have in their name or their biography. Scroll through who they follow, find a local one who has some good car pictures, and reach out to them. This person's also probably going to be a car enthusiast. They're going to be excited about taking pictures. They're going to be excited about getting some business. It's a win-win for everybody. That's why I really like this idea. I think it's a pretty good one. All right, tier 3. We're talking legit car parts now. Admittedly, this tier is a pretty tough one because unless you're out there buying something like a 2-post lift, which is universal, buying car parts for a project car usually requires those parts to be very specific, something that a car enthusiast has thought about and went over every single detail about that part that they're trying to get, that they want that brand of, that they want that size of, that they want that offset of that wheel. It's very particular, which is what makes it so difficult. My thought is to have the car enthusiast help you if you plan on buying a large gift like this. Car guys love making lists. Every car enthusiast watching this video right now probably has a list of car parts with links and part numbers and prices rounded down to make themselves feel better. So my suggestion to car enthusiasts is you already have that list. You've checked it twice. It's a Santa joke. I think you should make a separate list. If someone comes to you and says that they want to buy you something extravagant, what do you want? My suggestion is to to take that list that you definitely already have, go through it, and find those things that you just kind of want for your build, but don't necessarily need. Let me give you an example. On the Evo build, we're doing the build on the channel right now. You should subscribe. But for the Evo build, I have all the stuff that I'm going to do anyway. I'm going to buy those things. That's part of the build. But I also have things on that list that aren't necessary for the build, but I still want. And one of those things is the steering wheel in the car. The original Evo steering wheel starting to get real grimy and like coming apart. I'd love a new steering wheel for the car. Is it very high up on my list? Not at all. It's definitely on the list, but it's way down at the bottom. It's one of those things where if I had one, I'd be real happy about it. But I have so many other things that I'm trying to do to that car right now that it makes sense to put something like that on a list for anybody who would ask me, hey, what do you want as a gift? And there are plenty of things like that in every build, those things that aren't necessities, but they would be nice to have. That's the list that I think you should build for your Santa. And I think this is a great way for the gift giver and the gift receiver to work together for the holidays so that everybody's happy. So there it is, the ultimate car enthusiast gift guide. If you know somebody who's struggling to find a gift for a car person, send them this video. And if you are the car person, make your list. Check it twice. We're going to be diving right back into the builds next week. Make sure you subscribe, and we'll see you then.